Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm being audible enough. I warmly welcome all of you for our second session of Voice for Silence, an initiative by the Muslim Majlis of the University of Sri Javanapura. Voice for Silence, for those of you who just joined, is a program that focuses on bringing on a new positive outlook in issues of the youth. We introduce to you an eminent personality each session, which is currently held every 2 months. Initially, the program was for only ladies, but today we have taken it a step further, and we have brothers and sisters joining in from various parts of Sri Lanka. So before we start off today's session, I'd like to request all of you to keep your mics muted to ensure a smooth session. And towards the end of today's session, you will be allowed to unmute and ask questions, or you can simply type out your questions on the chat box and I can ask them for you. So currently, I'm not switch on the video until the host gives me permission. So until then, okay. So sorry for the technical difficulties. We will anyway carry out with the session. So today, before we start off today's discussion, which is on university life is much more than just a degree, I would like to introduce myself. So I am Reema Shakir, the secretary of the ladies wing of the Muslim Majlis of the University of Sri Javanapura. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to our guest speaker today, Ms. Haifa Ansar. Good afternoon, Ms. Haifa.
Good afternoon, Reema.
Yes.
Shall I on my video?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So I'll just give a brief introduction on who Ms. Haifa is. So Ms. Haifa is a BSc honors graduate from the Faculty of Applied Science of University of Sri Javanapura. While she was studying at uni, she also followed a graduate course in graduate diploma, in engineering, and is now an associate member at the Institution of Engineering in Sri Lanka, as well as an associate member of the ECSL. Ms. Haifa is currently receiving professional training in green building while she's working as a lecturer and an assistant program manager at Skills College of Technology. Ms. Haifa, it's great to have you here to talk to us on the topic university life. It's much more than just a degree. So before we jump straight into the questions that I have for you, we have quite a lot. I'm sure most of us, me included, would like to hear a bit about how life was for you as an undergraduate.
Yeah, for me, I did. Am I audible? I'm audible, right? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So for me, I would say
we can hear you.
4 years at uni was like the best 4 years in my life, because everything, including academics, extras, and friends, and everything, because you sometimes you don't get that exposure again in your life. So for me, my 4 years at uni, I would say it was the best 4 years of my life, which I have cherished a lot.
Yes, that's what everyone tells about university life. It's really a great time. So Ms. Haifa, I'd like to bring your attention to the first question. And when it comes to university life, what most lecturers or colleagues, they encourage us to do extracurricular activities. So why is extracurricular so important, and how was it for you? Did you find any added skills when you did extracurriculars? Because I'm aware you did quite a lot.
Yeah. So when I was in uni, I was in the Caval Club. Plus, I didn't do any sports, but which I think if you have the ability or capacity to do a sport, please do. And also I never missed any event in my faculty. So for any event in the faculty, I used to participate, be a part of it. If I can help, I do it. So the reason I would say it's important, not only me, so anyone, if you ask, who is a graduate now or who is working somewhere, the reason it's important to do extracurriculars is because anyway, you're going to get the degree from your uni. Okay, so every one of us is going to get a degree and we pass out. But what now, if when every one of us have the same degree, how are we going to stand out from others is what is important. So basically improving your soft skills. And now university life is like, now after school, you after you finish schooling, you go to a university, and then where you step into is to the society. You go for a job and you directly step into the society. So this university is like a bridge between you and the society. So there are a few things that I feel that you have to improve in order to make yourself ready to go to the society or ready to go to the workplace. When you take academics, so you come, you go to the lectures, you do your studies properly, do all the past papers, go for the exams, do all your assignments, and you can get a good grade. Okay, but this when you go to a workplace, it is not only your academics that they look into. They especially look into your soft skills, like your whether you're a team player, whether you can take a leadership. So things like this, or even I would even say whether you can do a presentation properly. So things like this. So staying at uni just only doing your academics, you can't achieve this. So, because some of us we are some of us, if you see, we are, some are very forward, they just have things in their blood, but some of us are not like that, including me, because I was a very shy person. I was a very shy person. So 4 years back, I won't even, not this, I won't even I can't even imagine myself answering a call, because because I was shy. I didn't know how to do it, or I didn't want to do it because I was a shy person. So not talking like this 4 years back, I won't even imagine myself answering a call properly. So for me now, when I see the place I'm working, I have to deal with a lot of lecturers, students, and all. So the exposure that I got from what I did, uh, from be all the I'll just in the throughout the session, I'll just tell the experience I got. But basically, so when you go when you're in a workplace, especially when you're in a workplace, when you there are instances that you have to be a team player, or you have to take a leadership. So those things, they might not just come. Some have the ability, but some of us don't. So to improve them, so to improve those things, I think it's very important to do extracurricular. Let it be being a member of a club or a sport. I think it's very important, because some of us at school, we don't do it. But at uni, because uni is that bridge which connects you and the society. So when you're leaving the uni, I think you have to improve those skills when you're coming out of the uni. So you can outstand. When someone is recruiting you, they'll see that you have a potential. They'll see that you outstand from others. So I think it's important for everyone to do extracurricular and improve themselves.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Haifa. And you also brought up, like, in school, we don't do extracurricular. So that brings me to the next question. Like, most of us students who come into university have not done an extracurricular activity, maybe in their life, maybe a sport or public speaking or something like that. So how can they find what they are passionate for? Like, because the university provides us with a lot of opportunities in various sports, be it sports or public speaking or community service. So how can someone find out, like, what they are wanting to do, their passion? How can they do that?
Yeah. So what I would say is, if you're not sure of what you want to do, if you're not sure of what your passion is and what you want to do, just try, because now all of these are free of charge at uni, especially. You don't have to spend or pay for a membership fee or anything in a university club or anything. So you just go and try and see whether it suits you. There are some it might suit you and some might not. For me, now I never wanted to join ISAC. It's not a good example. I never wanted to join ISAC because what I thought was, if you go there, you have to dance. I have never even been to a ISAC event. It's not, ISAC is not about dancing. So that's a wrong impression that I had. So to get an idea about things, get an idea about the other clubs or what they are doing, just go to them and search, try to understand what they're doing, and then you'll find what you want to do, whether it suits you. So don't be in the outside and think, oh, it's not for me, it doesn't suit me. So whatever it is, let it be 2 or 3 meetings, or at least just take a time, at least 1 or 2 months of time. So you go to each and every club, just participate in their meetings or talk to a person from that club, just to get an idea what they are doing. And so then you'll figure out whether this is what you want to do, whether I'm passionate about you. So you'll get the answers for that. So I think that's the best way. If you're not aware of what you want to know, if you know that, okay, I want to do this sports, yeah, you can join and do that sport. If you're not aware, you just can try and see.
Yes, and we have some questions on just what the Gavel Club is. So while you're answering for that, I'll also like to add another question that we were asked about how you can go forth with your announcing skills, so be it public speaking. So yes, over to you, Ms. Haifa.
Okay, so Gavel Club is basically, now sometimes you might heard of something called the Toastmaster clubs. I'll tell about it also. So Gavel Club is clubs that are in university levels and now in school levels as well, where you can join and you can improve your public speaking skills plus your leadership skills. So basically you are asked to do speeches, impromptu or prepared speeches. So that's how the club is you're expected to enhance your public speaking skill. So also with that, we do events in order to improve leadership plus other skills like team playing and everything. So so it's in the school level or in the university level. So it is affiliated to the Toastmaster International. So here you don't have to, each and every member, you don't have to pay any fee. But when it goes to the Toastmaster club, so Toastmaster clubs, you can find it in your community or else in your workplace. There you have to, every member has to pay a fee to the Toastmaster International, and then you can become a Toastmaster or a member there. So in the Gavel Club, the club itself pays a fee for all the members in it. So you don't have to pay a different, a separate fee for it. So Gavel Club, basically it is where you can improve your public speaking or your oratory skills and your leadership skills. So in some of the universities, there might be Gavel clubs, or most of the universities, I think now they have. If they don't have, now if someone is going to a university that there is no gavel club, you can join a Toastmaster club.
And well, yes, that is pretty much that about the Gavel Club. And thank you, Ms. Haifa. And another one question is about becoming the ideal undergraduate with managing all of that. And so what do you think are the skills someone should have to be that ideal undergraduate, to become the best they can?
Yeah, so from person to person, it might differ, because being an ideal undergraduate now, you might have a lot of many types of ideal undergraduate. It doesn't have a right definition. In my way, or in my perspective, if I define an ideal undergraduate, it would be you have to do your academics properly. If you have done your academics, and if you get your degree, you have to get your degree properly, because one day when you are out of the uni, and you should not look back and think that you have not done enough in your academics. So a person who has done their best in academics, excelled in academics to their level best, and plus I would say also you should not be that same person, the same one who came into the uni. You should, when you're leaving uni, you should have improved yourself, because now suppose if you're coming to uni, if you're entering uni as a person who can't speak much English, that's okay, or speak much Sinhala, it's okay, it's totally fine. But if you're leaving uni being that same person, if you are still if you can't make a proper conversation in English or in Sinhala, both languages, even Tamil, I think that would be a mistake. That would be a mistake. That is, I would say, that is that person's mistake, because the university gives a lot of opportunities to improve yourself, especially now when we go into the workplace. We mostly work in English, and English is something very important. Sinhala also, and any other language for that. So when you leave uni, if you can look back and tell, yeah, I have done my academics properly, I have done extracurriculars, and I have improved myself. I'm not that person who came into the uni. I have improved myself. I have improved these soft skills, or these are, I have grown as a person. Plus, if you have memories to cherish, if you can look back and say that I enjoy the uni life, I would say that person is an ideal undergraduate.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Haifa, for that well-versed definition on that term. And when it comes to an ideal undergraduate, or when you want to work to be the best you can be, there is some limiting beliefs that when we think of it, again, most of them are what we have imposed on ourselves. So how can someone, especially a girl or even a boy for that matter, navigate through these limiting beliefs and work on to be the best they can? So have you come across situations like that where you've thought, I can't do this, so I'm not going to try? If you have, like, how was your response?
Yeah, so the first thing is that we think that we can't do it, or we are not good enough to do it. That's the first mistake. So it's nothing like that. There is nothing like that. You can do it. What you have to do is just you have to try and keep practicing, and then you improve. For anything, it's the same. I mean, even if you start painting, you're not going to be a good painter overnight. You have to keep on practicing for that. So everything else is also the same way. Some might be very talented from their birth, but still there are things that you can keep on improving or keep on practicing and then improving. So first of all, you have to come out of that mindset that you can't do it, or and first and being shy. Now for me, if I take myself, I on the in our university orientation day, we are from gavel clubs, from all the clubs in the university, gavel club, ISAC or Rotaract, from all these clubs, they come to our orientations and they explain about their club. So what took my mind when I saw the gavel club coming and presenting themselves, that day I thought, yeah, I want to go and join this club. But I was shy. I didn't want to go. None of the friends around me also wanted to join the gavel club. So it was like, okay, because I didn't have a friend to go, I didn't want to go. So it took me a year until I really went to the club. After coming to uni, after 1 year only, I went and joined the club. So uh, it was because I was shy and I was waiting for a friend to come with me. Uh, so you don't have to be like that, because you can go there and you will make a lot of friends. I made a lot of friends from other faculties. So thanks to Keval, I have friends in every other faculty in the university. So you can go there and make friends. You can go there and get to know people. So it's students like in all the clubs. There are students like you. They are not any way superior or anything like that. So you have to first uh, stop being shy, or for that case, or think that you won't suit that place. So just go and see how it is, because it's not what you think from the outside. There, when you go, everyone is very friendly. Uh, they see you as someone of them. So first thing, stop thinking that you're not good enough. And stop postponing things. Always, for me, every time I thought I want to, in my first day, when I thought I want to go and join the gavel club, I would be on, okay, not this week, next week I'll go for the meeting, and then no, next week I'll go for the meeting. So every week I kept on postponing. And then when it came to exams, okay, exams, I can't go for it. So then I kept postponing it. So until after only 1 year, I took the courage and went there. I felt like it was draining all of my energy when I had to go there, but it was worth it, because me being a shy person from those days, me being a shy person. So when we're shy, I think it's like that. I mean, most of us might be able to relate to it. So not all of us are forward, socialized and type. So, but you can, you have to uh, get rid of that mindset and just take all your courage and go and try it. It's okay. No one is going to laugh at you. No one is going to tell anything to you. You just go and do it. So that's what I would say, because I have been there. So I can relate to it. If anyone says they don't want to go because they think they're not good enough, or they're shy to go. So take all those courage, because it's worth it. It's worth it if you just go for 1 day, and the whole thing, what you see is very different. You like that place. So if there is something you want to do so badly, so take all that courage and go and do it.
Yes, and besides extracurricular activities and engaging in extracurricular activities, another challenge that most undergraduates face is making the right kind of friends. We all know that the friends we make in uni are long lasting, and they'll have an impact on where we'll end up in our careers. So what should an undergraduate see for when they're looking for a friend, and how was your friend circle? How did you cultivate your circle of friends?
Yeah, friends, it's a nice thing and a good topic to talk about. So for me, I did the full-time degree at Japura. So I have a great bunch of friends there at Japura, and I did my part-time engineering degree. So it's not like when you you can't look into a person, just see a person and tell, okay, this person will be my good friend. No, it's nothing like that. With time, you keep associating a person, and with time only you realize uh, whether that person is going to be a good friend or not. It's not, a friendship is not made overnight. So uh, uh, you'll face in especially even in uni, you will come across fake friends, uh, people who are jealous about you. So these things you can come across. So I think with time it is that you understand, okay, this person is a fake friend. So then you just leave that person there and you continue with your life. So you don't take that person with you. Once you understand that person is not good enough for my growth, like he's not going to be that person is not going to be a good friend, you leave it there. So you leave that person there and you have to move on. Because now for me, if I take my in Japur, if I take my life, so for us there, it was always we had a big gang of friends, and when it comes to even studying for an exam, always we always had that goal, okay, we all have to go through it, get through it. It's not whatever, okay, maybe I get a B, my friend gets friend gets an A, the other friend gets a B mine. It was not about the grade. We always had the thought that all of us should get through it. So we worked as a team. Even for exams, when studying for exams, we worked as a team. I think when it comes to university life, it's very important, because not all of us, we are not good at all the subjects. We are not uh, like, there are so many diverse amounts of subjects that you have to do. You're not good at everything, so you always need a friend support, not only at exams, everything, because you can go through hardships in your life when you're in university, so many things. So you have to have a person to talk about. So it's not so making making the right circle of friends, it happens over time. Because if someone is disheartened about the fact, okay, they had a friend who they trusted the most and betrayed them, or it took time for them to figure them out as a fake friend, that's okay, I would say. Because when you go out, it's also a good experience in your life that you have to get. But at the end, now when somebody shows their true colors, leave them there. And even if you have 2 or 3 friends, it's okay. Make it always quality over quantity. Have a quality quality circle of friends who is not jealous of you, uh, who would support in your career, who would support in all your for you to be a success. So you also be that friend. You also should be that friend, because it's friendship is also give and take. Because the reason I tell, it might even sometimes take a life takes a very big time for you to understand a person. Because in my other degree, part-time degree, I remember it was from the first year, I had a few friends whom I was close to there. So when it came, it was a part-time degree, so it was 5 years. So in the 5th year, we had a group project to do. So and when we were doing that group project, so we were asked to make the group in whatever, in group of 5. So it was okay whoever we selected in the group. So because we were a set of friends, we made that group. And after that, when it came to the day of submitting that group assignment, because surely if it's a engineering group assignment, it's a very huge one, not 1 or 2 person can do it. So it was the other 3, like 3 of them, me and another member, we did our part. The other 3 didn't even answer their calls when it came to when it was on the day we had to submit the report. So 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 for 5 years we were together, and we would not even think they'll do something like that. So so that's why I would say it takes a lifetime to understand someone. So making the right circle of friends, it doesn't happen overnight. So with time, you'll understand whom you have to trust, and who will support your growth and your career and your development. So so it's for me, I was lucky to have, I am lucky to have a set of friends like that. So for anyone, I would say have at least one or two friends. It doesn't have to be outsider. Let it be at least your sister, mother, anyone whom you can talk to anytime you want. So so have at least few friends. And uni also try to make friends, because uh, uni is more beautiful when you have more friends, when you can enjoy with your friends. Plus uh, to be successful even in your academics, you will need your friends help a lot. So have a good set of friends. So it comes with time, so don't worry. Even if you come across a fake friend, or even if you come across a person who you trusted and got betrayed, so it's okay. Those things happen. It's also a good experience in your life. I would say go with the flow. You'll identify who good people are, who is a good friend.
Only time can tell sometimes. Yes, and so far we've talked about a lot about extracurriculars and friends, and something that makes university life different from school life is that once you grow older, you have more responsibilities, your commitments increase, you have there are other relationships. So how can someone manage studies, although the workload in uni is much more than school? So how can they manage studies together with other commitments and relationships?
Yeah. So as I told, it's always your mindset. Your mindset. If you have the mindset, okay, I'm not going to balance it, you won't be able to do it, because it's like a negative energy. The mindset is like a negative energy if you are going to keep on thinking in a negative way. So once you it's not hard. At the same time, it's hard to manage things. So uh, for me, what I did was I chose my priorities at the times. So I did 2 degrees and extracurriculars. When it at that moment, I chose what should be my priority. If it was event that I was involved or organizing for the Gavel Club, I chose it as a priority, because, and if not over exams, because exams and academics comes first always, because if in university what comes first is always academics. So if it was not an exam time, or if I had to cut 1 or 2 lectures to go and attend it, I did it. So sometimes when you do extracurriculars, you have to do that commitment. And but when it comes to exams, I did not even the clubs, they are very understanding. They don't force you to do anything in your exams or anything like that, because they are also very supportive, and because they also want to see us excelling in studies, which is the main goal of university. So it's always it's the mindset, and with the mindset comes the time management, how you manage your time to do things, and then the support from the others, from friends, from if you're doing any extracurriculars, the support from them. Because when I had missed maybe a study session or a lecture, because I had to go attend something in Gaval, my friends would sometimes they'll come the next day early in the morning, and they'll just teach me everything what happened in the study session, what they were taught. So it was like that. It's not only it's first comes your mindset. If your mindset is right, if you have the mindset, yes, I can do it and I'm going to do it, you'll be able to manage your time. So, and then comes the support from the others. It's also very important. So that's how I managed it.
And when we're talking on the topic relationships, I think most of the females students can relate to this. Most women, they're expected to get married off while they're studying, or they're to them their secondary education. And in
Yeah, can you repeat the question?
yeah, sure. So like when we come onto the topic of relationships, most women, most girls, they are expected to get married while they're studying, or maybe they're already married and they're continuing their studies. So what would be your advice to them as someone who had completed their 4 years at uni?
Yeah. So, so getting married is also another big commitment, where you have to separate a good amount of your time. So, if someone is married or expecting to get married, so what I would say is, it's again, it's managing your time. So always make your partner understand that you have a commitment, that this thing you want to achieve in your academics, maybe in your when it is your exams, you won't be able to do your 100% of your commitment as a wife. So so the only person who can support you at that time is your partner. So or your in-laws, so if you're with them. So it is, I think it has to be what's most important is your partner having the understanding of having to balance both. So I was not in a relationship or anything, so I won't be able to give a right answer for it when I was doing my academics. So after my academics only I got engaged. So what I think is, but a person who is married as a wife, what you can do is, first you have to make your partner understand that you have another commitment also. Make him support you, and then try your best to manage your time so that you can spend enough time in your studies, enough time for your academics, and enough time with your partner as well. So not only with your partner, so it comes spending time with your in-laws and all of those things. So so it's again time management. So it's not hard, you can do it, because there are so many married people who have completed degrees, even with kids they have completed degrees. So it's not going to be hard. It's all about the way you manage your time to do it. So what you can do is, while getting the support of your partner, try to manage your time in the best way you can.
But there is also the other way of the spectrum where girls, even though they're not forced to leave their studies, or they give up on their dreams because for the sake of someone else's happiness, for the sake of a happy marriage. So what kind of advice can you, as someone who is on their path of realizing your dreams, tell to them? Is it the right thing to do?
Right thing to give up on their dream?
Yep. Yeah, for the sake of others' happiness, or for they justify it.
Okay, it's a very sensitive question, I would say, because it's not only studies, it's about relationships as well. So I'm not I'm not a relationship expert or anything, but I'll tell my view on it, what I feel. So it's like this. When it comes to your passion, now if your partner doesn't like, or if he is telling he doesn't like you doing this going in this field or doing this job, first thing you can do is you can first talk to your partner and make him understand that it is important to you. So maybe maybe it's that one job that he doesn't like, or one that field, or the path you are taking to achieve your dream or passion is what your partner doesn't like. It's not, maybe, so you have to understand it, because so when it comes to a relationship, um, it's it's hard finding a person who will suit every way, in every way. So uh, is it, are you now, if you're going to be in the mentality of okay, he didn't let me do it, he didn't let me make my dreams come true, so if you're going to be in that mentality forever, you're not going to be in a happy marriage. So uh, your life is not going to be happy, your life is not going to be peaceful. So it's all about, are you going to lose that happiness or that peacefulness because of one single thing? Because if everything else is good, if everything else is perfect in your life, and if it is that only one thing, only that one job or that one field that your partner doesn't like, or there may be so many reasons. Maybe your partner is overprotective, or maybe he has a wrong perspective, a misunderstanding. So there can be so many things. So it's a question of whether are you going to give up on all those good things for just one of these. Your dream is important, your dream is very important. So uh, same as your relationship is also, because getting married is a wonderful, a pure thing. So you have to decide whether you're going to lose all those happiness for one thing. So if it is, if your partner is, what's his the reason he doesn't like is the path you're taking to achieve your dream, you can find for alternate ways, whether you can do it in a different way. So, or else you, it's not if you can't find anything like that, it is not like you just have to leave everything, all your dreams, and just uh, like be that Neelambari from Padayappa and just lock yourself and not do anything else. No, you don't have to be like that. So because now for example, if when you do your all everyone who does maths in their for their A levels, they do it with the uh, ambition or with the dream to become an engineer. So but not all of them become engineers. So when they can't become engineers, when they can't do a engineering degree, they find other passions. So they find other dreams. So likewise, you might also be able to find another dream. You don't have to shut yourself down. You don't have, it's not giving up your dreams, all your dreams. So sometimes when it comes to family life, you might have to be a bit flexible, and some things you can just communicate, and with time you can figure them out. Or else you can with time you might find another passion, so, or another dream which you want to achieve. So I would say it's okay, first talk with your partner, uh, check what whether there is any misunderstanding or anything. So try to balance your relationship also with your dream. So I'm not the type who would advise okay, give up on everything and go behind your dream. So I'm not the type who would advise like that. So I would say it's try your best to balance it. Try your best. Like if you can't achieve your dream, it's not you have to be stuck in one thing. You can have so many other things also. So try your best to do what your dream is, what your passion is. But then if you can't, try to be a bit flexible. It's okay. And the other thing, if you're not yet married, before getting married, just talk about those things. Talk whether your husband, whether the person you're going to get married likes you doing a job or anything. So even the guys, y'all, when you say yes to a girl, just ask, get to know all of those things. First of all, don't be the type who says yes, yeah, you can do your job, and then after getting married, no, you can't do, don't do it, because it's someone's dream that you're shattering. So don't be that type. So what I would say is, but try whatever in life, it's always important to balance things. Sometimes you have to be flexible. It's okay, because even if you ask our parents, they'll also tell us examples of what they have sacrificed for us, for their kids. So so life is about being flexible and sacrificing things. Uh, so that doesn't mean you have to just shut down everything. Like, you have to make all your dreams vanish and uh, just stay in a place you are. You can achieve in something along your life. You'll achieve things. You just have to keep on exploring. So that's what I would say. I'm not a relationship expert, so this is what I would say. This is what I would I might deal with it.
Yes, and your advice, surely, I'm sure that your advice helped a lot of people today here. And also, when it comes to university life, yet another aspect of it is that we come face to face with unexpected situations, be it financial problems, or maybe a loss of a loved one in our family. So then in situations like that, how can we mentally and physically cope with something so big? Yes, something like that. How would you suggest?
Okay, so when it comes to financial incapability, so if you're an undergraduate who is trying to enter a state uni, or who had entered a state uni, you can either apply for Mahapolis scholarships or bursaries and get those, or else there are some funds that are for undergraduates who are not capable of who are not financially capable. So you can even apply for funds like that. So there are few funds that are running currently, so you can apply for that and get it. So apart from that, uh, the other thing that you can do is you can be self-employed, do a part-time. So when I talk about it now, there are a lot of opportunities. So there are a lot of opportunities out. What we have to do is we have to just try to grab the opportunity. So for example, for an undergraduate, if I'm giving some examples, there are freelancing platforms like Fiverr or any for example. So you can get registered in a freelancing platform, and let it be anything. Let it be even data entry. So if you're good at anything, you can do freelancing.
Yes. So we're back again. Um, so where Ms. Haifa, we were talking about how we can cope with financial mishaps and financial problems, and also emotional problems.
Yeah. So where I stopped was you can do freelancing. So you can join a platform like Fiverr and do freelancing. And something else that I came across was something called Third Space Global, where you have to teach maths for primary or secondary students from UK. So this is also, I'm not promoting it. I'm just telling examples. So you can join a platform like that. So there might be other examples like that, where you have to teach someone. You won't even, it's online, so from home you can do it. So with a good pay. So you're self-employed, so you get you're financially might be a bit stable. So other than that, you can do classes. It doesn't have to be math, science, or accounts all the time. So anything you're good at. Maybe if you're good at painting, why not start a painting class? If you're good at dancing, why not start a dancing class? So anything, because I joined a tailoring course recently. So everything is now online, even something like that. So if you're good at anything, if you're just figure out what you're talented at or what you're good at. So you can start a class on it, or you can, if you're good at painting, you can do some painting and start selling them online. So something like that. You can start a small business of your own, where you can work at your own convenience. And one more thing that I came across was, so last Eid, I bought all my clothes through a reseller. So that, so in that reselling process, she doesn't even see the item. So there's an owner, she's there, she's like the intermediate, and there are customers. So what she does is she communicates, and the owner she communicates all the details, looks into the when the payments are done and all, and then the owner sends the good directly to the customer. So it can be an intermediate or a reseller like that. So there are a lot of opportunities. So even if you go on topjobs.lk and search, you will find part-time jobs that you can do. So some jobs you don't even need your A levels or anything, some part-time jobs. So and there are other jobs also you can find, part-times you can find online. So before doing it, just make sure those are genuine, because a lot of scams can happen. So make sure those are genuine, and then you can join them and do your part and get a good money. So so there are opportunities. If you want to be financially stable, there are opportunities while being an undergraduate. So you can try something like that. You can try a part-time. So talking about so the other one was about if the emotional thing, because if you lose someone who you love or anything like that. So what I would say is, it's so something like that, it's easy for the person who tells it, but it's always hard for the person who endures it. So whatever I say, it's always you have to when you have to go through that, it is it's life. You have to go through that, because there are things that we can't stop in our life. So but don't let you stop there. So one bad thing in life is not going to define your whole life. So whatever it is, just keep on. It's hard. Take your time to cry or weep, whatever you want, to make your sadness go away. So it won't, but try your best. So and then do your best to achieve your dreams, whatever you want to be, because your life doesn't stop there. You have to keep on living. So that's what I would say. Whatever I say, it would be the person who's enduring it, for that person it's going to be hard. So uh, it's like everyone, and like, and if there is anyone who has gone through something like that, if someone close to you, make sure to support them, be there for them. So yeah.
Yes, and I think you also touched on how an undergraduate can contribute financially to his or her family. Do you have anything else you want to add to that?
Yeah, so so if you want to, now the thing is, when you're an undergraduate, it's like, it would be hard. I mean, supporting your whole family might be a bit hard, but sometimes you can. So that means that you'll have to spend a lot of your time on the job or whatever you're doing, and also then manage your studies also with it, because it's good to be financially supportive to your family. It's good to do in something that's going to financially assist you. At the same time, please do your academics properly, because that's what's important. So please do your best in your academics, because now you might be doing a part-time, and it's not going to be something that you're going to do forever. So it might not be something that you're going to do forever. So it's your if you're hoping to go to a job from your degree and continue your career or path from your degree, it's very important to do your degree properly. So please complete your degree. do everything that you have to do your degree properly to complete your academics. So, and while that, manage or do whatever you like to do as a part-time.
Yes. You have to prioritize your academics. And when we come to the topic of academics, the GPA scores, like we are told that even a point difference in our GPA scores can change where the job we get, the salary we receive. So when students get low GPA scores at the end of the year, there is a lot of external pressure that comes into play in addition to the internal dispute. Like on one hand, you think you can't go further because you have got low GPAs, but on the other hand, most of your time you've like, for example, if you're a third year student, you've already spent 3 years studying at uni. So what as a person at that time, the person gets stuck. So at times like that, how can one handle that situation?
So in my perspective, I won't believe much in like your GPA score can define your whole future. No, because now there are some jobs when you apply to go for some jobs, they ask for a first class or a second upper, something like that. So, but always what I would say is do your best in your academics. Now, if you're a third year student and you have a lower GPA, it doesn't matter, because if you can, you're going to get your degree. So it's what's important is to do your best. Do your best. So if you, when you look now, you don't have to regret. So you're not guilt of your lower GPA. So if you always, your best is enough. So if you do your best, you won't be guilt of what you have got. So at the same time, just focus on for now, focus on completing your degree. So if that's what you really want, focus on completing your degree. Do your job properly. That means do your academics properly. Try to get your degree. So after that, now it doesn't matter even if you get a low GPA, because if you're going to do your higher studies and after you do your masters, no one is going to come and ask about your GPA in your bachelor's. So it's, you don't get stuck. You don't get in academics. It's your mindset that you think you're stuck. No, you're not stuck, because you have opportunities after. It's now try your best to complete the degree, and always you can if there are hints out, and figure out why you're stuck. What's the reason that you're getting a lower GPA, why you are getting a lower grade. It's maybe the time you spend on your studies is not enough. It figuring out what's wrong where is important when it comes to anything. So just try to figure out what's the reason that you're getting a lower GPA. Why you're not getting a high GPA? What's the reason? In which subjects you're not doing great? So we have a lot of resources. Take your friends, support from your friends. It's don't think that you're stuck. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. The minimum GPA you want to graduate from a university is 2.0, which is not hard to take, because even if you take the minimum grade you need to pass a module, you can get a 2.0 GPA. So there are so many people who have just got the 2.0 GPA and who have graduated, and they're doing very well in life. It doesn't define you. What define you is don't think that you're stuck. You're not stuck. You have a lot of opportunities. You have a lot of pathways. So after doing your bachelor's, you can do a master's. So, and for most of the jobs, it's very few that asks for a second upper or a first class degree. So most of the degrees they ask for a basic degree. So do your best, because you don't have, then you won't be guilt of what you have done. So always do your best. Don't think that you're stuck. You're not stuck. there are opportunities.
It's been a very fruitful session so far, but sadly, I think we're running out of time. But before we wind up, I'd like to thank you, Ms. Haifa, for sparing us time off your busy schedule and coming here to talk to us about university life and telling us your experiences and giving us your advice. But before we wrap up, I'd like to ask you, what would be your take-home message for our audience today? And a small request from my side, like if you can give the advice separately for males and females, and then a general one so they can relate to it better.
Okay, so
and and a bit about how you can enjoy university life. After all, it's just 4 years of your life. How can we not stress ourselves and just enjoy it?
Yeah, so don't be that student who comes in the morning to the university, attends all the lectures, and then go back home. So you have not enjoyed it. You do the same thing at school. So then you have not got anything to your life. So make some good friends, go for some extracurriculars where you can make more friends, and try always to get to do something to improve yourself. So the reason I would always say to do something extra is because it would improve yourself. So when you join a club or a society in the university, it's again a place to enjoy. So for me, it was a place where my stress relieving place was Gavel. So it can be for you also. So do your academics first. Always academics comes first. So do your academics the best way you can, in your best. So parallelly do something that you can improve yourself also. Let it be anything. So a Gavel club or Rotaract club, ISAC, anything. So there might be a few new clubs also in the in universities now. So so join any club you're interested in, work for it, so that you will it's not a waste of time. Those are not waste of time, because always you will get something for your life. So, and giving out a message to the boys and girls, and then something in common. So for undergraduate guys, what I would like to say is even when you enter the university, for the guys especially, keep in mind your friend circle is very important when you're choosing your friends. And also there are instances where I have seen instances where sometimes a gang of boys, they just come and hit a single boy. So it doesn't it's not that you don't go to uni for that. So when you choose your friends, or be mindful of what you're doing at uni. Don't do anything that you'll regret later in your life. So don't work with that adrenaline rush thing. So because you're coming here to study. So because there are so many examples, boys who have not completed their degrees because they got involved because of the wrong friendship, because they got involved in the wrong activities. So it might not only be the university, it might be in your community as well. So where you live, anywhere. So please, be mindful of whom you are associating, who your friends are, and what you're getting involved to. And girls, you might come across some, for girls especially, for if you take a Muslim girl, there can be restrictions in life. Like sometimes your parents don't like what you do. Sometimes everyone else in the society is bothered, because we always have to keep a good name in the society. So I think it's you have to while keeping your name in the society, while being a good daughter to your parents, you can enjoy your life. So because what you do is what defines you. So you can uh, like, we are not kids, we understand what's good and what's bad. So the girls also, uh, whatever you do, sometimes the society might frown upon very very mischievous things. So those are the barriers that we face. So try to overcome them in a professional way. We can't fight out with the society, so try to overcome them in a professional way. So, and go to your dreams. You can achieve your dreams. So make your parents, your partner, whoever it is, understand what you want. Communicate properly whatever you want. That's important, because they're going to understand it, and they will understand. And so overall message to everyone would be, uh, first thing, if you're an undergraduate, do your academics very well. That's the first thing, that's very important. Plus, wherever you go, you are defined with your who you are, because if you do some extracurriculars, it will develop your soft skills. Like, you can be a good team player, be the person that other people want to work with. So whatever your attitude is, when you sometimes go join a club or sport, do a sport or whatever it is, you can improve your attitudes, whatever your attitudes are. So you can be that friendly, or the person that other people like to work with. So you can improve yourself. Plus do extracurriculars. I would encourage doing any extracurriculars for everyone. And it's always, and just get out of your comfort zone and go try new things. Even if you like speaking, there are so many public speaking competitions. Just apply for one of them and go and do a speech. No one is going to laugh at you, so don't no one is going to look at you. So what's important is you just step out of your comfort zone and go and do what you like to do. So do it and achieve. And it's not what I would say is, life is not like a movie. It doesn't go according to a script. So sometimes sometimes you'll have to change your paths, change your dreams. So be flexible on it, and do whatever you feel it's best for you and your loved ones. That's what I would like to tell.
Yes, sorry, I got disconnected again. Uh, so yes, those words of advice was very, very useful, very practical, and I'm sure most of us, all of us, would have taken it to heart. Um, and all these advices you've given us, Ms. Haifa, has been a source of newfound motivation for us. And I'm sure all of us had a new outlook on how we should face our challenges and what university life has in store for us. Thank you again, Ms. Haifa, for sparing us your time off your busy schedule to talk to us.
It was nice talking to you. It was nice being a part of this.
Yes, it was a pleasure to have you today on this session. And few announcements before we end today's session. So we did have a lot more questions, but because of time restraints, we had to limit them. We hope we did our level best to convey to you what a university life is, and how, and the meaning of university life, much more than just a degree. We have prepared a feedback form for participants so that you can tell us what were your thoughts on the session. And it would be sent to the Voice of Silence WhatsApp group shortly. So do fill it before leaving. And also, you can recommend new personalities you'd like us to have as guest speakers in sessions to come. If you have any further questions or suggestions, feel free to contact us. And also hope I'll see all of you in 2 months' time, and with yet another session. Take care, stay home, stay safe. Have a nice day, and thank you once again, Ms. Haifa. It It was a real pleasure having to talk to you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.